We'll start by me yawning.
Yeah, always good to start with a yawn, I say.
Well, just keep it on brand.
Always good. Welcome back to Div Laugh Bruv.
Hey.
The smallest budget podcast in the Northeast, possibly the world.
I feel like there's somebody out there that'll be doing it without microphones.
That's true, actually. That's true. But these microphones were like 12 quid, I think.
Well, the bar's very low.
The bar's super low.
Yeah.
My name is Max Gavins. I'm a material girl.
End of statement?
Yeah.
Okay. My name's Jack Fox. I've got £1,000 worth of gear in the car and a drum kit.
Yeah, fresh off.
Yeah, fresh off.
Fresh off, not one, not two, but three.
Hit the treble like United in 99.
No one wants to hear that shit.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Mate, I'm fucked.
Yeah, how were they? Describe them all in detail.
What a great podcast. This is my podcast. This is what I do on my podcast. It's cool, man. I really, really, really like playing the drums.
That's good.
Which is just as well, really, considering I'm a drummer.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good thing to like.
Yeah,
I would say for you.
So I've had 3 gigs with my tribute band this weekend, and they go up and down, man. Like sometimes you play in a pub to no one or like 2 people. And then, like, Saturday, we played at this place in Whitley Bay called the Fat Ox, which is decked in, like, Newcastle stuff. There's a big painting of Eddie Howe with the Carabao Cup on the back.
Love it.
Fraud, in my opinion. But great. Like, people start mosh pits and jumping around and all this crazy stuff. And then tonight you play a place in Sunderland that just as soon as the match finishes, we start. And it's people that clearly want to just have a drink after the match. And all of a sudden we're playing, like, Suck My Kiss, and like,
and they're just like, who's Streets? And you're like,
you gotta live here. So you said that. But no, the staff were very nice, and there was a few people in there that did enjoy it, so it was okay. But it's just ups and downs. You got to take it, but it's fun, man. Playing with my friends and playing some songs. Cool.
Yeah, man. We may as well talk about it because I just mentioned it before we got on. But you have a fucking headline show coming up. Headline comedy show.
Yeah.
1 hour of Jack Fox.
Yeah.
What more could you want? I mean, you get 1 hour of him right here on this podcast.
Point, actually. That's true.
And
you are my opening act. I forgot to tell
you. Yeah. Well, this is the show.
Yeah.
We're just gonna do this on stage. Yeah, imagine a live version of this podcast.
I think it'd be cool. I try to do a live version of my podcast, Tired and Inspired, by the way, around last Christmas. I was going to do it at Little Buildings. When the Little Buildings announced that they were doing like live versions of every gig, I was like, I'll do a pod. And then I talked to Alan, shouted at Alan, who runs Little Buildings, about it, and it was kind of going to go ahead. And then we just something. I think one of us caught COVID, and then we kind of had to postpone all gigs around that time.
Right?
Never got back.
Yeah.
I'd love to do a live podcast one day. That'd be really cool, I think.
Yeah, man. We'll try and get it. So, I mean, we were gonna potentially do one. I mean, there's been multiple times where we've been out and we've gone like, because we could have done one at Ultra Jam. The other week. We were going to do one at that show,
the HMV thing.
Yeah, the HMV thing /HM. But yeah, man. We'll
have to do it one time because I think that would be cool.
Get out and about. Like, it's not like. We weren't even planning to do like a live podcast, just a podcast that happens to be
a podcast in the live. Yeah.
And we could. I mean, yeah, we'll do that at some point for sure. For sure. That was a weird way of saying sure, wasn't it?
For sure.
Right. Yeah. So a lot of things happened since we last. I mean, we've kind of slipped a bit because we were doing it bi-weekly, but I think it's been a little while since we did that.
I feel like it's partly my blame.
Nah, I mean, you've got a lot of stuff on. I've got a lot of stuff on.
True.
What a week this is for the Div Laugh Bruv boys, by the way.
Yeah,
it's a big week. So Jack has got this headline show on Sunday, next Sunday, the 28th of September. Tickets available at
the Stand website, and also they're half price if you enter the code Royce.
Woo! The 5-9. Yeah, so I mean, you've got that coming up, and I changed jobs this week. I officially start tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you all what it is or where I'm going, but I'm very excited for it.
We'll obviously won't dox you or say where you are, but I will say that Max is just getting back to his roots, really doing what he loves, going back to stripping.
That's true.
I'm not going to say way, but just saying he's going to be a private dancer for money.
That should have been my intro. But I am also a material girl, so if you know, I'll put my Amazon wish list in the description, and you can buy me shit. Man, there's been a lot. There's been a lot of stuff happening. We lost Charlie Kirk. We lost.
You know what it is? I completely forgot.
Mate, it's all I've been thinking about.
For better or for worse, I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, there's been a massive protest in London, full of gammons.
I mean, again, kind of skip I just kind of trying to scroll past that shit as quickly as possible now.
Do you see Trump today did a post on Truth Social that was supposed to be a text to his attorney general, basically telling that like go after his enemies. And he posted it on Truth Social and deleted it. That was today. Literally today.
Was he Drake? He go after his enemies?
Yeah. Like he literally lists them in the text. He says them by name. And the funny thing is that he calls them by the nicknames he calls them online.
Right.
When so he's supposed to be texting Pam Bonnie. And there's a guy called Adam Schiff, who he calls Shifty Schiff. Right.
Nice.
And he says Adam Shifty in quotation marks Schiff.
That's really funny.
That is really. I love the fact he texts what he tweets Shifty, like.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
No, he's got to be the same behind the scenes as he is.
Yeah,
you think he's real? He's real. He's raw. He's authentic. You got to give him that.
He's also like 79 years old, so he's somewhere. He's somewhere close to that, late 70s, early 80s.
He must be. Oh,
so God, it's fucking funny. But yeah, that happened today. But yeah, man, I've been going down the conspiracy rabbit hole a little bit on this Charlie Kirk thing.
The Charlie Kirk thing.
I tell you what, I've been watching some Candace Owens, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Word, she's still kicking about.
She's alive and kicking. I tell you that.
Well, the hitters with something.
So, she thinks it was Israel.
Why?
Because apparently he was starting to turn on Israel, and there's a Zionist faction in the Turning Point. Mate, I'm so deep in it. So deep in it.
You know what it is?
I know, I could tell. As soon as I started talking about it, I was like, nobody's going to know what the fuck I'm talking about. Watch Candace Owens last week. She puts out a show every day, right? I don't agree with the woman. I want to say this. I don't think I've ever agreed with somebody. You got
to be careful. You're starting a new job soon.
Yeah. That's why I'm making it very, very clear that I do not agree with Candace Owens or her views, or political views, or anything like that. However, she did say there was a moment where she said, because she's scared to go to the memorial for Charlie Kirk because she thinks she might get got, right?
Sure.
So she said the way she's going to pay tribute to him is, she said, I'm going to listen to Power in my headphones and I'm going to go see Ye. And she says, that's what I'm going to do. That sounds like it would be a good memorial to Charlie Kirk. So Candace Owens, somewhere right now, Kanye and Candace Owens are hanging out, talking about Charlie Kirk, having a great time. So shout out to them too. And yeah, the Div Laugh Bro podcast does not endorse anything I'm saying.
You know these people, man. There's just like shit's so divided these days. You're on the left, you're on the right, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It gets to a point where there's people on both sides who
fucking nuts,
go beyond. If they're on the left or right, they're just mentally unwell.
Yeah.
Some of these fucking people, like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah.
And then that's the point where I'm like, I'm going to tune this out. I just can't.
That's what you should do.
I can't live my life by listening to shit like this all the time. Like, every time I open certain apps, I'm shove this shit.
You scared that Elon's going to come for you if you say which ones?
Yes. the train line app. No, I don't know.
Every time I open the train line app, I see propaganda.
Charlie Kirk catching one of the neck.
Booking.com app.
Yeah. Trivago.
Yeah.
You seen Jurgen Klopp in the Trivago advert? So
no.
Anyways, see, that's the kind of shit that I'm on.
Yeah,
You're on Candace Owens talk.
Yeah.
I'm on
Mate, not even talk. I'm watching her whole episodes. Mate, I'm on her YouTube channel like last week. Mate, she's racking up like, she's doing like 6 million views a show.
What?
Mate, it's mental. She's like, people are like, this is the thing. Because it is fishy. That's all I'm going to say. It is fishy. It's all a bit fishy. The texts don't sound like a fucking 22-year-old to me. the guy. This is the guy who shot him, right?
Sure.
In the text, he like goes through play by play exactly like what he's doing at the time, and he's like saying exactly how. And it's just a little bit. I don't know, man. It's just a little bit weird. It's just a little bit weird. So I don't know. But go watch Candace Owens and make your minds up for yourselves. That's not an endorsement. I'm just saying she's the only one really sort of talking about it.
You're on very, very thin ice here.
I'm not, man.
I don't know.
I'm not. I'm.
But you.
It's the one thing. I'm like interested in what she has to say because she was close to him, and she's on that side of things. So like
she is.
So she's basically the far right or whatever are kind of in a little mini civil war at the minute over this, and she's like on the what seems like the fringes of the fringes. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm fascinated. That's all.
Can we not just talk about Greg's or something?
Yeah.
Like. Well,
speaking of Greg's, that brings us to the topic I told you about last time we were together. So I think there's like a northeast hierarchy, right? Or if there was a northeast hierarchy, I like hear your thoughts on. So, for example, I think the lowest of the low, the scum, the fucking the people that everybody fucking looks down on and thinks that they're less than nothing. I think anyone who works for the Nexus transport system, Checkies, those fucking security guards they've got on now, that 6 of them just come on and then they get off. The social media team. Anyone who works for the Metro.
Do you put in dickhead bus drivers and that as well?
If they're part of the Nexus conglomerate. Yeah, I think bus drivers are up there. But yes, honestly, if you look on the comments of the Tyne Weir Metro Instagram page, amazing. Everyone fucking hates the Metro. Everyone hates the new trains. Mate,
I did get on a new Metro the other day.
What did you think?
I think the lights around the door are very obnoxious. And that, my friend, look, there's all this politics chat. Let's
get to the real meat of the Let's get to the real meat of the issue.
Born to the politics chat. I want to talk about lights on the doors of the new Metro.
Let's get to the heat of the meat, baby.
Exactly. No, whatever that means.
The fucking... I tell you what about the doors, right? They're weird because you press them and nothing happens for like ages. Because I tell you why that is as well. I've seen it on the other side. The little platform's got to shoot out the bottom. Have you seen this?
What?
So if you're next time you're getting on one of the new Metros, right? Watch it when it comes past, right? When it stops, if there's somebody opening the door, there's a little mini platform that comes out every time
to connect it to the.
It doesn't quite connect it. It gives it a little bit.
Is that for like wheelchair and prams?
Fuck knows. But I'd like to know how much that specific thing cost. And not just have them there the whole time. Why not just make it the thing? Yeah. Why has it got to shoot out?
It's very futuristic.
And how much did that cost?
But I agree. I think anybody that works for Nexus is like, and Checkies are like the worst.
Checkies are the worst.
Yeah.
You see them less and less now. Because, the robots are replacing them. But I tell you, the fuck thing is that even though there's barriers, if there's barriers there that are shut, they have to have a bunch of Checkies there anyway.
Right.
So you may as well just have the Checkies.
I will also say, it was the first time I got the Metro for a long time because I drive or whatever. South Shields to Central Station on a Tuesday night, £6.70.
I
took the Metro like
return, surely. Is that return?
Well, yeah, because you don't do returns, or you only do day savers.
Yeah, well, I got a pop card, so I just fucking. Right. But it's basically the same. I'm just going to double check that I did hit record on this.
If you're paying £6.70, like
to get to fucking imagine doing it the other way. You're paying £6.70 to get to Jarrow or South Shields. You know what I mean? Chichester.
Shout out to Chichester.
And one more thing about the new Metros: their fucking charging points don't fit USBs. It's a USB charging point. It's a USB charging point. I've tried on 2 separate Metros to charge my phone. The USB slot doesn't fit. It doesn't go in properly.
I don't feel like I've ever had a successful on like a mega bus
Yeah.
Or any sort of public transport with the thing.
I think they're there. They're there because we're so used to being like fucked over, especially on like megabuses and stuff where there's just fucking nothing and you've just got to sit there and twiddle your thumbs for 6 hours while you go to fucking Sheffield or wherever. And the fucking... So I think they're there so that when you get on, you go, charging point, and then that's good. And then when it doesn't work, you're like, I wasn't expecting it anyway. And like I think it's literally like pacify people. That's the real conspiracy.
Do you think? I was going to say something really controversial and really bad.
Go on, I'll edit it out.
Do you think
I won't? No, I will. If you want it to go on.
Do you think that's why that guy stabbed that lass on the bus?
Because his charging point didn't work.
You got to edit that out. I can't say that.
I mean, it makes me want to fucking tell you what. Makes me want to be violent.
So
so
they're definitely bottom run.
Yeah. So Nexus workers, checkies.
That's Northeast specific. Otherwise, I would also put in the traffic wardens who give parking tickets. But that's Northeast specific. That's countrywide.
Yeah. So I put them at the bottom. At the top for me, and this is weird because it's kind of so, and this is a biased opinion.
Oh. If you say Eddie Howe.
No, because this is the thing. This is the thing with football, because I thought about this and I was thinking about footballers, and it's hard to put any footballers in this because they're universally loved by one portion of the Northeast and universally hated probably by another portion. But there is
also regional here. Like, you can't put Shearer in. Well, I might accept a Stephen Taylor.
Yeah, or Gaza. Gaza's got to be in there because even Mackham surely, because he didn't really play for Newcastle that long either. He's not like he played for Newcastle for like 2 or 3 years before he got his boot, and then spent the rest of his career being a fucking legend. Yeah. Although I will say, I went to see Sunderland versus Everton when I was a kid. It was maybe 2001, 2002, and Paul Gascoigne was playing for Everton. Right, he was about 35 at this point. He was a bit fat, and he came on, and every time he did anything, Sunderland fans all booing, right?
Sure.
And then he was walking towards the like penalty box. I think he just won a free kick or something, and everyone was going nuts. Everyone was booing, and he started like cupping his ear, and he knelt on the floor and like put his ear to the floor like that. Fucking legend. Anyway,
you gotta appreciate Gaza, man.
Yeah, he's probably in there somewhere in this hierarchy. But at the top for me is our queen, Kim McGuinness, Mayor Kim. She's the mayor, the Northeast mayor.
Literally the mayor of the Northeast.
The mayor of the Northeast. She's the mayor of the Northeast. She's the queen. She's at the top.
Do a name again?
Kim McGuinness.
I've never.
I'll show you her face. She actually, I'll get it up here.
Is she literally the mayor of the region of the Northeast?
Yeah, they do it. So they've done like because they used to have mayors for like city. I think they still do, but they're sort of more like ceremonial like roles.
Oh.
But recently, it's been like a political role, and she's our queen, man. She's my queen. I'll tell you that for one.
I feel like there's a joke coming or something coming because you've got a little smirk on your face.
I just fancy the fuck out of her, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. She's just here to help us.
I feel like I'm being set up.
She's here to be our. There she is.
I mean, she's a handsome young lady.
Yeah.
Northeast Mayor, who is Kim McGuinness?
Yeah, that's who she is, right there. So shout out Kim McGuinness, man. If you're watching, hit me up. I think you're married, but you know that's all right.
It's like the Divlove Bruv DMs.
Like, but can you just put half a heart on your hands and then we'll just do a fucking?
It's a bit gay, but what does she do? And why do you justify her to be number one in the Northeast?
I just think, I mean, to me, I said this is a biased opinion, and it is because I've got a crush on her, and it is. I don't know, man. She's caring for us all. She's looking after us. She's mommy, man. She's lovely.
Do you want me to leave? Do you want me to?
No,
you just have a moment?
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. For me, she's at the top of the tree. She's the angel on the top of the Christmas tree.
I feel so. This is such a curveball that I started off as like a little joke.
The weird thing is,
really
though,
serious.
No, the weird thing is though, she was kind of in charge of like bringing in the new metros, so I kind of like it's a bit hypocritical to put the metros, including like any metro workers, at the bottom, and she's basically in charge of the metro.
Yeah, but I think she's not boots on the ground doing it herself, though.
No, although if you look at a TikTok, there's quite a lot of her in a high vis and a hard hat at various different establishments across the northeast.
You're deep in it.
SIM card factories, metro.
SIM card factories.
I think it was SIM card or like AI. I don't fucking know.
I think you do know. I think you really do know.
I watch. I don't listen. Nah, so I like, for me, I'd put Kim up there. I like.
You're gonna give me a fucking million guesses. He knows a mayor of the Northeast.
Look at her, man.
You're like Gaza. You keep your ear glued to the ground.
Look at her, man.
I mean, she's very attractive. I mean, should we be?
She's very passionate. She did the Great North Run the other day. She was running around with that lass from the fucking Dragon's Den. You know, the Geordie woman from Dragon's Den.
But you need to get off the internet, do you?
She and Kim McGuinness did the Great North Run.
Who from Dragon's Den?
The Geordie one. The Geordie woman. I can't remember her name. Sarah, somebody. But she was going around with her. They were chatting about the Northeast. She's very complimentary about the Northeast. Obviously, she's very passionate. I'm there for it, man.
Where was she? She's
got to be from here.
Where was she born? I thought that's a bit weird. She's got to be from the Northeast region.
Kim McGuinness
already comes up.
Comes up.
I thought it might do.
She's a British. The thing is, she's Labour as well, and I fucking hate Labour. But she is.
It's got to be over here, right?
She was born in the West End of Newcastle upon. She's from the West End. She's a working class lass who's made her way up to the fucking Queen. Give her a scepter and give her a crown, I say. And yeah, give her a statue. Give her a statue in Fenham. She attended Gossie High.
Yeah, man.
Mate, she's only, how old is she? 40. So she's only 10 years older than us, so that's possible. In July 2023, an allegedly racist tweet came to light that McGuinness had posted in 2011.
Real fan.
The tweet stated, "Fuck off, I am not a gypsy."
I didn't know what that was in reply to.
Is there a source on this Wikipedia?
Oh, it was someone like asking if she shops at Aldi or something.
In 2024, hang on, so that was July. In 2011 she tweeted that. She was young then.
Times,
yeah. She was only 20. She was only 26. Give her a break.
Yeah, man, we all make mistakes.
Yeah, and then in February 24, a complaint was made by the Traveller Movement to Keir Starmer, and McGuinness apologised for the remark. See,
all's well that ends well.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, I say. So that's my top and bottom.
I just didn't see this coming at all.
So, Kim McGuinness at the top, Nexus workers at the bottom.
Right.
Who are we going to fill in the gaps? I think the owner of Greggs has got to be there.
Greggs. I've got Greggs in mine.
Because the thing is with hierarchies, like the higher up you go, it's almost like the more shadowy you kind of get until you get to top. You know what I mean? Like everyone knows. Everyone knows who Kim McGuinness is, except you. But nobody knows who. Like I say, nobody knows. It's probably easily find outable. The owner of Greggs, but he's still like a shadowy figure in it. You can't like. It's not like. Oh, that's.
I feel like we all own a bit of Greggs in a way.
It's true.
But people that I'm still waiting for, like at a comedy show when somebody says they work at Greggs to give them the old salute. But people that work at Greggs.
Greggs workers. Although
if you got Metro workers at the bottom, you can put Greggs workers.
Yeah, if Greggs ever shut down, touch wood, it doesn't fucking help. If that ever happened, you know how when Wilco shut, you know how like TikTok went fucking mad of like people doing like, emotional videos about Wilco shut. Yeah. Mate, the response if Greggs ever shut down.
It can't though. Greggs can't shut down, but I also don't know how it can continue to sustain itself when selling sausage rolls for £1.20.
I'll tell you what, mate. Go into any one of them during lunchtime.
I will do.
And they're fucking rammed all the time.
Yeah.
Like, just at 1:00 across the country, There must just be fucking if you want to find a queue in Britain at 1:00, you go to Greg's. So I'd put Greg's generally. I think would be sort of second tier.
That's fine. Sorry, I'm just getting a phone call. Sorry, the bag's calling. Sorry,
shit! Is that the money?
Yeah, sorry, the money's calling. Sometimes he's got to answer when the money calls.
Tell him I miss him.
Yeah, Max says he misses you, but I'll be right there. Yeah. Something about Kim McGuinness. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. See you later. Thanks. Oh, it's really heavy. Sorry.
Oh shit! Yeah, someone did 3 gigs in a weekend. Yeah, holy shit!
£150 before.
I genuinely don't think I have. I mean, except from trapping, obviously. I've never seen a legit 150. Was that the joke you were going to say halfway through?
But you just brought up this by the most straight face. Well, except from trapping, of course.
Yeah, except from fucking selling crack. But other than that,
dearie me.
I would also have Sam Fender in there.
I've got Sam Fender on my list. You fucked me up with that. I got Sam Fender on my list as well. I guess he has to get there
because he's not. Some Sunderland fans, some Sunderland people hate him just because he's so associated with Newcastle. But I think if you push them, I think he's more of a Northeast representative than a specifically Newcastle representative, I feel.
What about then if he's like an honorary member? Because he is quite new, if we're talking in terms of Nexus mayor
establishment.
Yeah, it's like an honorary.
I mean, Kim's fairly new. She didn't get that.
Oh, but she's like mayoral. It's like government-y.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. Sam Fender can lead the revolution against the hierarchy.
There we go. I'm gonna throw one at you here.
Go on.
Rajis.
So when I first thought of this, right? Because I think you've got to place Rajis differently based on location. So I think Newcastle Rajis are above Sunderland Rajis, who are above Gateshead Rajis.
What are you gauging? Why is Newcastle above Sunderland, just in terms of Rajiness?
They're just a higher class of Raji. You know what I mean? They're not as fucking like. I feel like it's difficult. I don't know. I feel like, well, first of all, Rajis, what are we talking? Are we talking just like chavvy Rajis, or are we talking like smackheads?
No, chavvy. I feel like you'll get smackheads throughout any, like, for lack of a better term, people who live on the street, people who have addiction problems. You'll get people
just call them smackheads.
Well, whatever. I know, I don't mean to be so real about it, but I feel like Rajis is so new. The people that, kids that go about on bikes, always have one guy who has his hands in his pants constantly.
Yeah.
Who will just, how man? One of them ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I still think that Newcastle Rajis come before Sunderland. Maybe this is my bias speaking.
I think that's bias, As being from South Shields, I'm kind of in between.
South Shields Rajis are probably fucking below Gateshead Rajis, if we're being.
No, absolutely. Totally but if you go, you end up down the skate park on a cold night, then watch your back. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think you walk down Northumberland Street, you'll see Rajis. You walk down Homeside in Sunderland, you'll see Rajis.
But which street is better?
Better or worse or like, scary?
But like Northumberland Street. Right, there's Rajis there, but they're surrounded. It's quite nice. You've got a mix of people.
Sure.
They don't bother too many people. You know what I mean? Whereas I feel like someone's here, they're a little bit bolder, they're a little bit more aggy, they're a little bit more fucking.
So you're saying Newcastle? You'd rather bump into a Newcastle Raji than a Sunderland or Gateshead Raji?
I think so. Based on, I mean, I don't know. What about, or we could just have them all just Rajis.
I just think
because there's slight degrees when I'm talking that really, sosomeone's really ahead of somebody.
The nuance of the Raji is what you're getting.
Yeah, that's my book title.
Yeah, I've never really noticed a big difference in. I think
there's not. I hate
to tar all Rajis with the same brush.
There's not a big difference, but I do think there is a difference. Slight difference.
Like when You know how like in America you have like Bloods and Crips and whatever.
Yeah.
Do you think are Rajis that territorial over here? They're not really.
Nah. No, they're not.
That's why I don't think there's that big of a difference.
Okay. We'll group Rajis together then. We'll have Rajis in there. So Rajis, I would put above Nexus workers. But below Greg's workers, obviously. Although those two are kind of enemies. Rajis and Greg's workers. Like, I've seen Bear Rajis steal stuff from Greg's.
But that's also good. I don't think
and mad Greg's workers chase Rajis to get their stuff back.
You rarely see a Raji with like a Greg's wrapper basket though. But the will
because they take it out.
Yeah. True.
Well, they order it, and then because you know how they like, you know, if you get like a sausage roll and a donut, they'll go get the sausage roll, they'll put it on the thing, and then they'll do the donut before you've even paid. I reckon they just go and then throw the bag away and run out with a fucking sausage roll.
Yeah.
Swinging it around.
Me mum used to call a sausage roll a Jarrow dummy when I was growing up.
Sam Fender once said it's called a Shields dummy.
Oh, well.
So I think wherever you're from in the Northeast, the Greg's sausage roll is just the place that you're from.
The material.
Yeah. All that.
So we've mostly agreed on the same stuff. And I've got one more here.
Go on.
On the similar line to Rajis. Goths.
Ooh, Goths might be below Rajis.
I think I don't know, because I'd rather...
Because I'm thinking about how everyone else views them, right?
Right, okay.
Except Kim McGuinness, she's just for me.
Yeah, it's your hierarchy.
But I'll fucking hire hierarchy, you know? Doesn't mean anything. Sorry, Kim. I know you watch. I know you're watching. Goths.
Because there was a time when the Green in Newcastle,
they owned it. That was their territory.
It was, speaking of territorial, yes. That was their patch.
And now there's a vacuum at the Green. There's all sorts of fucking weirdos at the Green.
Cinema screens. Get the fuck. I want to bring my culture back.
Gentrify the Green. Yeah. How dare you, Kim? Fucking must be your idea. Fucking, I'll sort it out. It's fine. Yeah, man. But I think they got turfed out, didn't they? Well, did they get turfed out, or did they just let it slip? That's the question.
You still see them in the wild.
Yeah, you do. And I tell you where has a high proportion of goths. It always surprises us every time I'm there, which is not very often. But Darlington, every time I'm in Darlington, I see a goth in the wild.
Right.
I don't know why. I don't know what it is about Darlington.
I don't think there's many. I don't see many in Sunderland.
They're an endangered species. To be fair, here specifically, I see them a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, in this
vicinity, I see them a hella
bunch.
Every Friday and Saturday night, I see them.
Well, there's often...
But I think that might be the whole population. They're just... They're just there all at once. Yeah, they're all at the same place at the same time.
Yeah, the Green... Well, you would put goths below Rajis. But I don't know. See, I don't know what you're ranking them on. I would rather encounter a goth than a Raji.
Same. But I think people look down on goths more than they look down on Rajis.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Because you know, if Rajis, you probably know a few Rajis. You might have some Rajis in your family.
Some of us maybe used to be Rajis.
Some people might used to have been maybe reformed Raji yourself. Not as many people are related to goths, friends with goths.
You're right.
Former goths, because once you're a goth, you're kind of a goth. If you're a reformed goth, you're embarrassed about it.
You ever met a goth who dresses like a goth and listens to Raji music?
Dangerous. Oh yeah, they're the anomaly. They're outside of this.
They're the unicorn.
Yeah, they're in their own universe. Yeah, they're doing their own thing.
I do agree with you. Like there was a part of us in school. You'd rather be a Raji than a goth.
Oh hell yeah! But I would also rather be around goths than Rajis.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like this is the thing. I would rather bump into a goth than bump into any Rajis from anywhere. Yeah, really. They're mild, they're meek. You know. Yeah. They're not gonna fucking all of a sudden just scream something.
Oh, they might do, but it might be like song lyrics.
They'll be like, yeah.
Because tonight will be the night.
Yeah, it'll be a tuneful scream. Yeah, it won't just be a fucking. You know what I mean?
Why did it? Rajis just make noises. It's mad, isn't it?
I mean, there's probably a psychological study that it could be performed on why.
Yeah, you'll find out one of your internet searches.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I'll get Kim to commission it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. But I do think because there's less of them. I think people like them less. I think that, like, just outwardly, like, outside of knowing them, I think people do like them. So I would put them obviously above Nexus Workers and Metro Checkies.
Yeah.
But possibly below Rajis,
I think if we're talking in terms of what stands out in the Northeast and what really comes to mind, then I think you're probably right as well.
I wonder you've been around the country a bit. I wonder what in other towns and other regions of the country, is there a higher percentage of goths or a lower percentage of goths, do you think? Because I think the Northeast, I think there's still a core goth element.
I really do as well. But there will be in other places. But if you talk about, it's going back a while, but like the Green, like I don't know any other place like that in
the world.
The world, in the universe,
except Whitby on Vampire Day or whenever it is.
Vampire Day,
when they all descend.
Vampire Night, surely.
Well, yeah, Vampire Day.
Bad.
It's very painful for all of them.
Whitby, I suppose. But I don't know what's the goth hotspot in Manchester. I don't fucking know.
Probably that place where that guy kicks all those homeless people. The guy that walks around with he just walks around places. A Scottish guy. I can't remember what his
homeless people.
Because they start shit with him because he's filming constantly, and I think some of them don't like being filmed. What is this guy's name, man? I think it might be Kirk. I think his surname is Kirk. I'm gonna have to Google this.
State of this episode.
TikToker kicks homeless.
Don't act like it hasn't come up already in history. Damn me.
Natalie Reynolds, that's not him.
This episode's turned absolute carnage.
Streamer kicks homeless.
In which town or whatever?
Manchester. I think is it Piccadilly Square?
Yeah,
I reckon that might be where the goths hang out. But I've been there plenty of times. I don't think I've seen many.
No,
I can't find this fucking guy. What is his name? He doesn't just go to Manchester, but I've seen him kick a homeless person in Manchester. But the homeless person was like coming at him with a knife, I think.
Oh, well, that changes everything.
Yeah. But I think he has also he just pushes people because when people start shit, he'll just kick him. Oh man, I can't.
What were we talking about? How did we get into this?
We were talking about the Northeast hierarchy.
Oh yeah.
Who this guy is not a member of the Northeast, so it doesn't really matter. And we were talking about goths and where they reside and where they hang out.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But yeah, is there any other? I mean, I think Nissan factory.
Shout!
I think they're quite high up. I think if you work at Nissan, you'd be
yeah. That was like there was some people in school who I hung around with who didn't have I was obviously going to go into music. Some friends that were going to go into fashion or hair and beauty or whatever. And there was some people who were just like, I don't know, I'll just get an apprenticeship and just
work at Nissan.
Nissan.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Nissan will go. Hang on, we've got Metro Workers, goths, Rajis.
I think that's where Nissan should go.
What before, after Rajis, or so?
I think
goths, Rajis, Nissan Workers.
No, goth, Nissan Workers. In terms of associating with the Northeast. I think if you go outside the Northeast, it will be a Nissan factory. What's that? But if you say
within the Northeast, how do people in the Northeast how do they view it? I think Nissan work because Nissan Workers. I don't know
because I think it's not old news, but it's everybody knows.
Yeah, but you're still but I think it's a specific group of people, isn't it? I think it's I think they're above Rajis, definitely.
Who might argue? All right.
Greg's Workers.
Yeah.
I'd put Greg's Workers above Nissan Factory.
Workers. Yeah, for sure. And then go on, say it. Go on.
Then Sam Fender.
Oh, the owner
currently.
Yeah.
Then owner of Greg. Oh, Sam Fender's kind of leading the revolution.
Yeah.
Owner of Greg's, Kim McGuinness.
This Kim McGuinness thing is such a. I
don't understand what you don't get.
I've never heard of this one before. Just all of a sudden, just a hierarchy at the top of the hierarchy.
Okay, who would you put at the top then?
Of the Northeast?
Of the Northeast hierarchy.
Well, I'm still not 100% sure what the categories are.
What the parameters
justifies, yeah.
I just say, everybody hates the Metro.
Yes, in terms of
spit on them.
Importance of the Northeast.
Just importance in terms of like status, in terms of like where people, you know.
What about that sideways statue opposite Central Station? No. What about?
He's pretty high, to be fair. He's pretty high.
What about fucking Batman, Spider-Man?
Oh, this is something I've been meaning to say on this podcast for fucking ages. Shout out MK Ultra. He was still living in the Northeast when he told me this. He's not. He doesn't live here anymore.
Oh, really?
The guy's name is Stephen.
Oh,
he's called Stephen. That's his name. You know how
Steve the Save?
Steve the Save. Yes.
Shout out my guy.
Shout out Stephen. He, you know what? He, before I lived here, I'd never seen him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Awesome bass guy, on the other hand.
Huh?
Awesome bass guy.
Or from Newcastle?
Yeah. Or Beatbox Spider-Man.
Beatbox Spider-Man.
Beatbox Spider-Man's up there.
I think if you put them, you have to put NATO in there.
Yeah, I do. I was literally about to say NATO's, yeah. But these are all near the top. These are all legends. Sure. These are all like.
Yeah, the bass guy. What happened to him? Where's he?
I think he's still around.
Okay, good for him.
I think so. I used to hand out leaflets on Clayton Street, and I was there so often, and he was there so often that like we got to like a nodding and like waving and smiling at each other phase. Never went past that, unfortunately. Never got to be mates with him, but I think sort of what would you call these these people?
The buskers, aren't they?
Yeah, but they are.
Northumberland Street buskers.
Yeah, yes, Northumberland Street buskers are probably, I'd say, are they above Greg's Workers or are they below Greg's Workers? I think Greg's Workers might just edge it on the basis that, like...
the basis that I've never been served a sausage of being melted by NATO.
Fucking...
Shout out to NATO.
Oh, he's invited us to... Yeah.
I mean, there's a fucking live podcast for it.
I was literally thinking the same thing. Because when he invited me, he mentioned you.
Oh.
Because he was like... He said something that... He was like, my girlfriend was asking us like who I want, and I was like, oh, Max Gavins and Jack Fox. I was like, fair enough.
Duo status.
Yeah, we have. Yeah. So
roll without Hardy.
Yeah, catch us there. That might be the next one, actually, unless you want to do one immediately after your show next week.
Like in the green room.
Yeah. I think we could do that if you wanted to do that.
My head's going to be on Mars, I think. But
yeah.
I don't know when that thing.
Just immediate post-game interview, just like.
That's funny, that post-game. That's fun. That's a good bit of content.
Let's do it.
I'm write that down.
Yeah, I can do that. You can write the questions you want me to ask because you'll think of funnier ones than me.
What's he called? Sam fucking thingy from. Oh, shut up.
But yeah, so.
Buskers, the Northeast.
Buskers, just below Greg's Workers, who are just below Sam Fender, who are just below Greg's Owner, who are just below Kim McGuinness. You still haven't answered who you'd put at the top.
Yeah, who would I put at the top? For fuck's sake. Northeast hierarchy, who would I put at the top?
Yourself.
Hey, how have we missed? This is an open goal. How have we missed this one?
Go on.
Alan Robson.
Oh, bro, you know what? You might be right. Although I'll say,
he's
I think if you're doing an all time, I think he might have to be there. Because it's like you were saying, you know, like 15, 20 years ago, the Goths would probably be higher. They'd probably be above Raji's.
Yeah, maybe.
If we're talking 15, 20 years ago. Alan Robson, if we're talking all time, I think is the ultimate. Right. I think he's the god. Kim McGuinness is the queen. What's a queen to a god? What's a god to a non-believer? Goths.
Yeah, wow.
Who don't believe in anything. You know what I mean? No, I think so. I'd still say Alan Robson's up there because of like the legacy. I'm just gonna check.
He just had enough and just walked
on. No. Yeah, I'd say Alan Robson's still there. His legacy lives on long. He's still alive.
As far as I know.
Yeah, no, he is. Have you ever been on Alan Robson's Night Owls?
I don't think so.
I got a text read out.
Nice.
And my good friend Claire was on it. Because she had never heard of it.
And she's from the North.
Yeah. I think, had she never heard of it? But anyway, so we were listening to it, and encouraged her to send in a story.
Yeah.
I've got the audio somewhere.
Class.
So he rang it. So they rang her up. Because he was talking about sweets or something. That was like the topic of the night.
Of course, yes.
Really
scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, and her uncle owns a sweet shop in Washington. So she sent in text about that. And then they rang her and they were like, do you want to talk about it on the show?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, sure. Because obviously they normally just get fucking total.
The amount of gigs I'm coming home from early hours and it's just absolutely fucking.
There was a period where I'd listen to it every night.
So good. It's like it was like the original Rage Maiden in a way because he's just and then what happened?
Yeah.
Well, they didn't take the washing down for 3 days. Like, all right, okay.
And people asking for money.
And just the crackheadiest.
The whole hierarchy feeds into
that's right.
Every part of Northeast civilization. It's just a funnel into Alan Robson's Night Owls. Because even people like politicians would probably go on it and talk shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like they probably. So yeah, I think Alan Robson. That's a very, very good shout. Well done.
See, I
came up with that on the fly. I put you on the spot and you fucking delivered. Yeah.
Bottom corner.
Yeah. Right. I think. Is there anybody we're missing? We've got Nissan Workers.
Nissan Workers is a good show.
We've got Goths. We've got Rajis.
Who's like synonymous with the Northeast? When you think about when somebody from outside, Sam Fender is up there at the minute.
Yeah.
You can't really put
Robson Green.
There. I don't think he's
within the Northeast. He's not thought of. I think he's thought of more outside the Northeast.
Probably.
So I'd put him quite low.
And also, for the same reason, Sting.
Yeah, but Sting kind of. I feel like I don't know how true this is, but I feel like there was a period of Sting's life where he kind of didn't want to be kind of associated.
Absolutely, yeah.
So he could be fucking. He might be fucking. But then he did that musical that was all about Wall's End. So.
But was it about Wall's End or was it about his life?
Kind of. Well, no, it wasn't. No, it was about Wall's End. It wasn't. It didn't mention anything about him, but he wrote the music for it, wrote the theme tune, sang the theme tune.
What about this is getting less entertainment and more just serious now, but what about someone like Catherine Cookson?
Who the fuck's that?
Fucking number one Kim McGinnis fan over here doesn't know Catherine Cookson. An author from South Shields.
What did she write? Oh, fucking world famous Catherine Cookson. Author.
No, hey, man.
Author of such marvelous works.
Don't tell me you haven't heard of Clifford the Big Red Dog. No, I've got no idea what
Yeah. So, that's a non-starter.
50 Shades of Grey? No, I haven't.
Mein Kampf? No.
Hey, this is a... Hey, no.
Hey, man, I'm going to get my headphones in and listen to Power and go see you.
No, she did a lot of things that were then turned into TV movies like
Vera. Oh, where's Vera?
Vera, yeah.
Vera has to be up there.
The character Vera, I will say, Brenda Blethyn, I think her name is.
I don't fucking know.
Apparently, not a nice person to work around.
Well, I feel like I would have heard something because everybody in the Northeast has been an extra in Vera at some point in their life.
You haven't heard things.
I haven't heard things.
I'm gonna. Okay, we'll
out there. Fuck it. Just cut.
No. I haven't heard
Catherine Cookson's dead, by the way.
Oh, I know. She's from the early 1900s.
Yeah, she was born in 1906.
Yeah. That's what I mean. What about? Yeah, Vera should be up there, but I think quite low down as well.
Oh, no, see, I think because Vera has employed so many people in the Northeast.
Geordie Shore?
Oh, what, the cast of?
Yeah, the original cast of Geordie Shore.
See, to me, so this is interesting because, again, when Geordie Shore first started, I'd say they were probably right down there because they were a bit of a fucking embarrassment. Everyone was like, ew. However,
yeah,
that original cast, they've kind of all gone on to do pretty well. And so who was in the original cast? It was Vicky, Charlotte,
Scotty T.
I don't think he was. I think he was season 3 or something. I don't think he was original. Jay, there's a guy called Jay, Gaz,
that's what I'm thinking.
James.
Did Gaz look a bit like Jamie Vardy?
I'm
thinking of. Hardest grapper I've ever done is me hair.
Yeah, I think that's him.
Pulling birds and that.
Aye.
And also by the same extension, Cheryl Cole.
Cheryl Cole's right up there as well. I'd say Cheryl Cole is probably... Cheryl Cole could give Kim McGuinness a run for her money.
Oh, see, now I feel like you're ranking people for a different reason.
No, I'm not. I just swear. I'm not. I'm sorry.
If the glove doesn't fit, we must acquit.
No, I mean, but she was our princess.
Cheryl,
yeah, she was, and she was the nation's princess, and she was ours. So
until she beat up that black lady, but that's
I forgot about that. That's how much of a princess she is.
Oh yeah,
I totally forgot. To be fair, Kim McGuinness hates gypsies, so
there's a lot to be said about.
And most of this list is white.
We should put some diversity in.
Also,
that's gay, right? No, I'm just kidding. I mean, some Greggs workers.
Yeah, probably some Metro workers as well, even though they're at the bottom. Let's try and think of someone a bit higher.
I know a couple Asian goths.
Yeah, sure. I don't, but I'll take your word for it.
There's got to be some. I mean, the G in LGBT stands for goth, right?
That is what it stands for. It's lemon, goth.
Go on.
Bread.
yeah.
And
shopping list,
and lemons, goths, bread,
tomatoes.
Plus. Plus. got to remember the plus.
You got to remember the plus.
Cheryl's up there, although again her stock's probably fallen in the last few years, but again, legacy, her star shone very, very bright.
And rest in peace to baby daddy.
Yeah, Liam. He's not on this list. He's not from the Northeast. Fuck him.
Although I think he was in season 4 of Geordie Shore.
Yeah. I think the original cast of Geordie Shore are probably good middle. They're probably good middle.
Yeah. Can you remember when Geordie Shore first came out and they were like having open auditions for it?
Yeah.
Did you know anybody that went in for it?
You know what? I don't think I do. Probably. I reckon I've got one mate who I think almost would have definitely have auditioned if he was over 18 at the time. I'm trying to think how long ago that was and if he would have been.
My friend at the time, my friend's girlfriend at the time got through like the second or third bit of thing, but I didn't know what it was. I was like, what?
What was the audition? Just here's a bottle of vodka. How quick can you down it?
I don't know. Yeah, how fast can you run away from this taxi that's going to drop you off?
Just walk into the audition. They go, okay, and then you're just like,
yeah. Give you a topic to rant about. I have no idea.
My chopper is so massive.
Looks like a parsnip.
Looks like a fucking TV remote.
I think they had to send in like talk about their like upbringing. I think like the self tape, and then you had to go in for like a meeting with that.
Well, how the fuck did Charlotte get in? Because her first words would have been, "So I was from Sunderland," and then they should have been like, "Right, okay, you're gone." Holly, she was another one that was an original cast.
Right, that's right.
I'd say is it still going, Geordie Shore?
I think so.
I'd say the current cast might be below goths.
Yeah, they're pretty much down because I couldn't name one of them.
Nah, me neither.
But then Vicky's done alright for herself.
Yeah, Vicky's done Queen of the Jungle.
Was she?
Yeah, she fucking won I'm a Celeb.
What about what's her face who also won?
Jill Scott.
Jill Scott might be up there.
Jill Scott might be up there, but again, Mackham in it, so I don't know.
I feel like Jill Scott's kind of on the Sam Fender side.
Yeah,
she's like cool at the minute.
Yeah, and also I think that like most people will know her from England and TV.
Yeah. You're right.
So I mean, she did play for Sunderland, but yeah, Jill Scott is up there,
and it also kind of caveats our football.
Yeah, but then Gazza's in there as well. Jill Scott and Gazza can be sort of. No, Gazza's probably higher, isn't he?
Because Gazza's also known for stuff outside of football for being just fucking legend and.
Raoul Moat. Where does he place?
He's got to be near the bottom. He's not below Checkies. Yeah,
he's not above Checkies. I think he is. The way that most people view him is as a bit of a fucking legend. Like nobody likes Checkies. People like Raoul.
Okay, I see where you're coming from. See, I'm getting the lines are getting blurred in between what we're actually rating people on here.
The people at the bottom are people that you'd spit on if you saw them in the wild. I'm
also not going to shake Raoul Moat's hand if I crossed him in the. I know you know.
Well, you can't.
Yeah, well.
Rest in peace.
Pour one out for a homie.
Yeah, rest in peace. I was going to say, who did I pour one out for that gig? But it was Charlie Kirk by accident. It was when I spilled me cider and you were like, poured one out for Charlie Kirk.
I did not say that.
Yeah, you did.
Well.
By the way, Catherine Cookson wrote The Cinder Path.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only book on Wikipedia that has its own Wikipedia page.
That's the one. The Cinder Path. That's like. The
lion sleeps tonight.
Yeah.
Right. Let's draw a line under this. So the final one.
All right. Okay.
The final hierarchy is Nexus employees at the bottom. Top to bottom. Okay.
Sorry. No, you're right. Go bottom to top.
Okay. Nexus employees
are always going to be.
They're never going to get past there.
Burnley.
The Metro's been around since the 80s. I think they've been down there since then.
Yeah.
Goths.
I think that's unfair on goths, you know.
Yeah, well, we need some more because I think it's in the right order at the minute, but I think there's a big gap between goths and Nexus workers. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay.
But I can't really.
For being synonymous with the Northeast, and then being how much people like them. I don't know, because I'd rather hang out with a goth than a Casper Majority
hang on. Okay, right. Okay, we'll put. Oh no! So yeah, that's it. So we've got Nexus workers.
Yeah.
The current cast of Geordie
There
Shore.
we go. I feel more.
That's a good middle ground.
Yeah.
Goths.
Okay.
Rajis.
Yeah.
Should have written this down.
Yeah.
I've
got some written down here. Goths, Rajis. Then the original cast of Geordie Shore.
Nissan workers. The original cast of Geordie Shore. Fucking
Greg's workers.
Greg's owner. Sam Fender. Cheryl Cole. Sam Fender and Jill Scott.
Yeah.
Cheryl Cole.
Your lass.
Kim McGuinness. Alan Robson.
There we go.
The definitive hierarchy. Don't say that this podcast doesn't give you any anything of worth. Robson, this is the best podcast in the world.
Honestly, one of the two things I'm most proud of is this list and the Rapper Starting 11 that we came up with.
Yes.
90.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. That Starting 11 is, it's still to be unfucked with. I
still look at it and I'm like, this is just genius and everything makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Anything else you would like to talk about other than the Northeast hierarchy?
I was going to, in a sort of, how long have we been doing this?
I think we've got probably about 50 minutes in.
All right. I normally start 50 minutes in.
50 minutes in, yeah.
Oh, 50, okay.
We're on 57.
Oh, okay.
But we can run over. We can go an hour 10, hour 15.
I was going to, in a sort of weird, I don't mean in an egotistical way, but is there anything that from an outside perspective you'd like to know about writing an hour's worth of comedy?
Yeah. Definitely.
You sound like you were doing an intro to a song there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. You're a week out now, right? You're exactly a week out.
Yeah.
How long have you had it? At what point did you go, that's the hour, I need to learn it now? Or is it a constant, because the only thing I can think that I've done remotely close to it is battle rap. So with battles, I would usually write, cut it down to 3 rounds, and then just learn those bars. And I wouldn't, if I was changing it, I'd be making very, very slight changes.
Sure.
Because once I've got it down and once I say that that's it, it's like if I change things, I'll mess it up.
Sure.
What was the process?
It's still ongoing.
Haven't written a word.
No, I haven't written one word. I'm gonna freestyle the whole thing. It's all going to be crowd work. No. Well, to be perfectly honest, a cheat code is a lot of the set that when I do sets at clubs, a lot of or I do regular gigs, a lot of that set's going to be in the show as well. Because most of my club set that I do around wherever is talking about like being in a long distance relationship with Christina and stuff. So that's a part of the show. So a lot of that's already in there.
Yeah.
But the big narrative of the show is about mine and my granddad's career. My granddad Alan Fox, who was a comedian in like the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and how completely different it is to how my career is. So a lot of that has like a narrative, like a through line, like a start, middle, and end. So I've been, with the help of Lee Kyle, shout out to Lee.
Brilliant guy, shout out.
Yeah. I tell him these stories, these things that happened, and he just says like, yeah, put that on the show. And I'll be like, well, it's not very funny. He's like, no, it is. I was like, okay. So literally some of the stuff that I'm going to say on stage is just a story that happened.
Yeah.
But in terms of how do I still don't know if it's going to be an hour, because you can't
applause breaks.
Yeah.
5-minute applause breaks.
Yeah, standing ovations and roses on the stage and stuff. I did a full run top to bottom, and it came out about 47 minutes. And then since then,
but again, like you say, that's with no crowd. Are you just running through the material?
with the remote control in the sitting room going and then since then, I've added an extra bit where I'm going to do some of my granddad's old material.
Nice. Very nice.
So I do think it'll be about 50 minutes. I'm also going to do the theme song. I'm going to perform the theme song, which is out now.
Which is out now, yes. Out now. Rolls Royce, yeah.
I mean, promoting a song, you know how much of a fucking pain in the cock it is.
That's why my album's not out yet. I cannot be
honestly.
Promote.
I was just like, I'll just release it. Who gives a fuck? So I'm going to do that as well. And I don't think it'll be like an hour dead on. I think it'll only be a little bit under or anything. But also, it's the first time I'm going to do anything like this. And then hopefully the plan is, the more I do it, it'll get stronger, tweak little bits here and there, which is just what you do anyways. And then it'll turn into a full show eventually. Well, it will. It is a full show, but it'll get stronger. And better.
Yeah, because that's the thing, innit? It's like normally because this is almost like a special, right?
Yeah,
like how a normal, like how, other comedians would view, but they've usually toured that hour for a year maybe. Yeah. And then towards the end, they'll film the special, which is where it's like, honed. But I'm very excited for it, man. I have to say, I'm very, very excited.
I fluctuate between being excited and being like nervous and scared.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm looking forward to it though. And yeah, I've actually wrote it out like as a script, and that's how I'm running over it. But I need to get away from that and start speaking it, one in my own voice, and two so I can memorize it.
Do you like when you, not necessarily for this show, but do you normally like write it down? Like, is it notes or?
I'll probably just have like an idea.
Yeah, and then you just sort of build it out. Is you Jay-Z? You just don't write. You don't write anything down.
Yeah, I think if you do it as a script, you're like
you're stuck to that.
Yeah. Which I see a lot of newer comedians doing, and it's so noticeable that they're reading the script, and it's just not.
Do you think it's noticeable to the audience, or do you think it's a thing that you can spot? Because
it's something that I can definitely spot, but I don't know if it's about the audience because I don't.
Well, it's like I don't want to keep comparing it to battle rap, but like the amount of times I've shown people like Don't Flop, and they're like, "Oh, and you just make this all up," and I'm like, "No, no." But then, like when somebody freestyles, or like when somebody, you can tell the difference because you're in it.
I'm rapping it freer.
Yeah,
you look like you're massive and queer.
Yeah,
it's like, all right, let's freestyle. I'm gonna write it down.
Boss.
But I think that's. But then you get if you have like 2 or 3 new ideas for new jokes, you can just hop on an open mic and do 10 minutes. Difficult to deal with a full show. And also with the show, I didn't want to do what you'd call a work in progress.
Yeah,
like a free night at open mic, because I want people to come to buy tickets.
Which you all should do right now.
Yeah, man. Right, what you do? Why are you still watching this? No,
do you reckon? Have you got plans to do like Fringe next year with it or something? Like
not the Edinburgh Fringe, because I just straight up won't be able to afford it. But there's the Durham Fringe.
Man, if the Chilipinos gigs keep coming.
Yeah, I mean.
How many nights will that get you in Edinburgh?
No, still sitting. But there's the Durham Fringe, the Newcastle Fringe. There's comedy festivals around the country. You can do like little one-nighters.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's good because I mean, I know there's loads of like nights that do
Glasgow Fringe.
that have like a guest headliner.
It's
good to have like a whole hour that you can do.
And just like I just wanted to do an hour. I've been wanting to do an hour for a long time, and I didn't really know what to do until I sat down with Lee and he was like, "Yeah, man, this is a really good story." I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, okay." Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like I mean, even like you say, like the whole overarching thing's a good story, but like even like you say the like the long distance relationship stuff and all that, write what you know in it.
Yeah.
That's some comedy advice from me to you.
Yeah.
From me, a non-comedian, to you, also a non-comedian.
You don't know.
Never.
Chris Rock could be watching this.
I mean, that could inspire someone to to become a comedian. They might have never unlocked that part of their brain.
Until they come see me and they think, I'm not going to do that.
Or they think, I'm never going to be as good as that. I would fucking retire.
That's more likely.
You know who made me think like that, rap-wise, weirdly? Exhibit. The first time I heard Exhibit, I think because he's got such a strong voice, and he's got so much venom in his punchlines.
Yeah.
That like 10-year-old, 11-year-old me, who was just getting into rap music and like thinking about doing it and whatever, like thought that like all the good lines were taken, like all the because his punchlines were quite basic, but they're done with a lot of venom and very powerfully. So it just sounds fucking class.
Yeah.
Especially to like a 10 or 11. I'm not saying that, I mean, Exhibit is mint. I'll still listen to him today. But like to 10 or 11-year-old me, I was like, there's no fucking point.
When you hear the song X with that production and everything, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Like,
or you hear him say shit like, my whole skeleton is dipped in titanium. Yeah. It's just like, like I can never say that. You know what I mean? Like that's a, because again, 10 or 11-year-old me, that was very much the rap that I was listening to. So it was very much the style that I was kind of like drawn to. So that, not that I would ever say anything like that now, but then I was like, damn, he's done it again.
Titanium line,
he's done it again. Yeah. But he had so many of those bars.
Yeah. Which, when you look back now, it's like, it's not. I mean,
it's fine.
It's not like the best lyrical ability of all time, but it just sounds fucking cool.
Yeah. It does. Shout out Exhibit. Is there a comedian that's ever made you feel like that?
Oh yeah, but
where it's just so like masterful that you're just like,
there's lots of there's lots of times you watch a comedian and you think, fuck, how didn't I see that? But there was one time I went to see Louis C.K. live before he was cancelled, before he what did Dave Chappelle say before Louis C.K. died in that masturbation accident? I went to see him, and I had a joke in my notes, or an idea for a joke, about how
when you wank.
No. It's before. Every straight male comedian has like 20 minutes on date when they're not in a relationship.
Yeah.
So I had a bit about how when people go on first dates, it's ironic because they're trying to get with somebody, but they're never themselves. They're always trying to put on a front to impress the person. I was like, that's an idea that I had, but I didn't know how to work that as a joke. And then I saw Louis C.K. do the same premise, make it as a joke. And I thought, I've had the same thought as him.
Yeah.
So I must be doing something.
Yeah.
I didn't have it as a joke. I remember I screenshotted it, the note on my phone with the date at the top. And I was like, I've had the same thought as Louis C.K. That's pretty good. I must be onto something. So, but there's been loads of times where, like, you see people make jokes about like the worst things, and you think, how the fuck have they done that?
Yeah,
really clever.
Yeah,
and or bits or rap lyrics as well. And you think my brain just doesn't go there.
Yeah,
how the fuck do you get to that?
Yeah,
and then I think with music, you can kind of justify it because you can just be like, well, I'm a different kind of musician. I'm a different kind of rapper. I might say my skeleton's dipped in titanium. That's not something you would say. Yeah. But then sometimes with comedy, I feel like maybe this is just me, but I feel sometimes really insecure that the material's hack.
I think that's just a thing that everybody that makes anything, I think that's a thought that they have. Like same with my music. I like, I'll make a song and I'll be like vibing to it, and then literally in like 5 minutes I'll go from like, oh, this is like some of the best stuff I've ever made, to like, is this actually any good at all, or am I just a fucking idiot who doesn't know what he's doing and sucks?
Yeah. Oh, that's all right. As long as everybody else has that thought as well.
Yeah.
And then like you'll do like 2 bad gigs in a row and you'll think, this is just fucking kill myself and get it over with.
Yeah. My life has no meaning.
Yeah.
This is a pointless endeavor.
Yeah.
This is what I've worked my whole life to get to this point, and it's still not where I want it to be.
But then
I'm going to kill myself.
But
then sometimes the money calls, baby. And that's where we'll leave it for you this week, baby. Div Laugh Bruv, season 2, episode 2. Catch you possibly next week for the post-game interview.
Yeah, man. Maybe we'll see how I feel.
Possibly, where else did we say? Oh, possibly NATO's fucking party. I think it's the 18th of October, so we might get one in before then. We'll do a dissection of your show, whether it's straight after your show or whether it's some point. Because I am going to find out what my fucking work schedule looks like.
Oh shit!
This week.
I should have been doing this for the whole episode as well.
Oh yeah. Have you seen that guy? He's called Jensen Adianju. He goes navigating non-league.
Yeah,
and he always has his mic on like a fucking ironing board, and he's walking through the turnstile with like a fucking watering can.
I respect the watering can.
I've seen him do it with a watering can. I've seen him put his mic on so many fucking. Literally, when he did it with the ironing board, he was like,
the turnstile.
Shout out Jensen Adianju, man. Probably won't see this, but love you. Right, love you all. See you next time. Bye. Love you, Kim McGuinness.